Hi everyone, it's Joe here. Welcome back to Rock Till We Drop. I haven't made a video for a little while, but I'm back with great enthusiasm to share something I'm really excited about. Because honestly, hosting Airbnb in our home has changed our life in the most unexpected and amazing ways. It's so easy to focus on what might go wrong, come up with excuses. But when you start looking for the good things and good people, opening your door becomes surprisingly natural. It's not for everyone, of course, but for us, it has truly transformed our lives. So today, I want to give you 6 reasons why hosting Airbnb might change your life too. Let's get into it. Reason 1. It brings in real, meaningful income. Let's start with the practical side. After COVID, like many people, we took a financial hit. We were retired, living in a small New Zealand town, and we had a choice. Either cut back on travel or find a way to increase our income. And if you know me, you know I wasn't going to give up travel. So we asked our favourite question, not by saying, we can't do it, it's too hard, but how can we do it? And the answer was right on our doorstep. Airbnb became the answer. In the early times, I got a summer job. I used to work mornings and Rod would manage the guests and the B&B. But now we only do the B&B when we are home from our travels. It makes life so much simpler. It now funds our winter travel every year and gives us a steady, flexible income at home without having to leave home to work. Reason 2. It fills your home with joy, warmth, and connection. Hosting feels a bit like having a family coming to stay. You get the fun, the stories, and the laughter. And then they head off and carry on with their adventures. Over time, quite a few of our guests have become friends on Facebook, and some have even gone on to have babies and still love keeping in touch. I've found that many guests appreciate a little nurturing while they're here, and I'm here if that's what they want. I'm more happy to give than I am to take. I always tell our guests to treat our house as their home for the night. Don't ring the doorbell. Just come on in. This is your home. After years of travelling ourselves, we know how special it is to meet friendly locals and feel like part of the family, even if it is just for one night. I absolutely love meeting new people. It genuinely fills something in me, and I've found that when you give your time and a bit of understanding, you end up receiving so much more in return. And I've learned one of the best hosting secrets: under promise and over deliver. For example, we list breakfast as an optional extra because not everyone wants breakfast and it was just getting to be a bit of a hassle. But these days, we just give it to them for free. Nothing fancy. They just eat what we are having. It doesn't cost us much, and you should see their faces. The unexpected kindness makes them feel cared for and at home. It doesn't cost much, but it creates a moment they will remember. Another little thing we love to do to help our guests feel welcome, especially if they're from foreign countries, is to ask Alexa to play some music from their home country. It's such a simple gesture, but guests absolutely light up when they hear something familiar. It makes them feel instantly at home. Reason 3, you meet the most incredible people. This is one of the biggest joys of hosting. You never know who will come through your door. We've had prof- professors, lawyers, doctors, and people from all walks of life. We had a Muslim family with a mother in full hijab who was beside herself with grief after having recently lost her son in an accident. We've had young families with tiny babies and children who brighten up the house. We've had guests who came fishing with us. We've had guests who cooked foreign meals and shared them with us. We've had guests who have danced with us in the kitchen and guests who have made us laugh until our sides hurt. It's the joy of it. But the moment that has really stayed with me was this. Just after I'd had major cancer surgery in recent times, a doctor booked to stay with us. I didn't know who she was when she arrived, but she ended up giving me the most reassuring, practical advice at a time when I really needed it. She was calm, kind, and exactly the person I needed at that time. That's when I realised hosting isn't random, it's meaningful. People don't just come to stay, they come into your life for a reason. You open your door, and the world opens something in you. Everyone has an interesting story, and this has really enriched our lives. My original goal when I started the B&B was to create a safe, welcoming place for women that were travelling on their own, where they could relax, feel at home, and know they were safe. Reason 4, hosting gives you purpose, energy, and fun. Hosting keeps us active, social, and engaged, gives us something to look forward to, and it definitely encourages us to keep the house clean and the yard super duper tidy. It makes our home feel alive. Some days we're cooking with the guests. Some days I'm cooking for the guests. Some days we're sharing travel stories. You never know till you open the door who is coming. Some days we're laughing with people we've met only hours earlier. It's a beautiful rhythm, especially in retirement. Hosting also keeps us connected to the world. We learn so much from the people who stay with us. Everyone brings their own stories, perspectives. Many of our Asian guests, for example, are fascinated by our hunter-gatherer style of living here in New Zealand, especially for us. It's so different from their experience of living in big cities, often in high-rise apartments, where you don't even get to see the stars. Sharing those differences and appreciating them has been one of the most enriching parts of hosting. And the lovely thing is, when people enjoy their stay, they leave great reviews, which means more wonderful guests finding their way to our door. Reason number 5, it opens doors you never expected. Here's something I never saw coming. I wouldn't have even been making YouTube today if it wasn't for my guests. They encouraged me. They told me my stories mattered. They said, "Joe, you should be on YouTube. People would love this." I'm scratching my head thinking, oh yeah. But anyway, here I am, still rocking along. Their belief in me gave me the confidence to start sharing my life, my ideas, and the way we've built a lifestyle we love, even on low wages, even without fancy qualifications.
Reason number 6. You can start hosting at any age. One of the things I absolutely love about hosting is that it's truly for everyone. If you're up for it, that's for sure. You don't have to be young, you don't have to be tech savvy or super confident. You can start at any age, and I've seen that firsthand. We once stayed at an Airbnb run by this incredible 85-year-old woman who lived on her own. She told me she'd always wanted to host, but her family kept saying, "No, it's not safe, it's be too hard for you." So she gave up. But one of her friends gave her a hand to set up a profile on the quiet. And incredibly, she set up and she's never looked back. She eventually told the family, and now they're her biggest supporters. She loves the company, the conversations, and that sense of purpose it gives her. Honestly, I aspire to be like her when I get older. She's living proof that you can start at any age and it can bring so much joy into your life. So those are my reasons. If you've ever thought about hosting Airbnb in your home, maybe this is a sign to give it a go. You don't need a flash house. You don't need special skills, because you just need a warm heart, a tidy room, and a willingness to try. Because you never know who will walk through that door or what part they might bring into your life. Before I go, I just wanted to say my next video is going to be about the nuts and bolts of starting an Airbnb in your own home. I'll show exactly how we set ours up, the simple steps we took, and the little tricks that make it work smoothly for us, including things like how Rod has his own set of TV headphones so he can zone out and watch the TV as loud as he likes without disturbing anyone. It's been a lifesaver for us in keeping our sanity. So if you're curious about hosting and how it all works, make sure you watch my next video. Thanks for watching me today. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.